キャリーよろしくです。 モドリッチ。ね、マジでめんどくさいからやめて。お前次やったらマジでぶっ飛ばすかんね。顔面パンチだからね。わかった。本当だから。許さないからね。言ったからね。しつこいってマジで。ねポンポンポンポンポンポンポンポンキリキリポンキリキリポン。言ったかんなお前マジで。
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Vieira is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Gamba Osaka have it back and can go again. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-Galactico.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that he's one of the great all-time midfielders until you actually see what he does on the pitch. Royalty.
And a big header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Messi certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Platini. Oh, and he's through the middle. Pull it. No way through, so back it comes. And claimed it back swiftly. Eto'o. And here's Hullet. Kubo. Still goalless. Out to the right. And it's Gnabry. That pass isn't the best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Platini. Swept in. That's an excellent interception. It's one! That's a goal! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Eto'o. And it's Seedorf. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Well, that's well seen too. There's a sharp little ball here. Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. Terrific header! He's got it all! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Tries to dink it in. Spread neatly. That's a shade optimistic. Gnabry. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Platini. Iniesta. Luis Suarez. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Kubo. Iniesta. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Eto'o. Iniesta. Kubo. And it's Iniesta. Kubo looking to run onto it. And that should get the job done. Gamba Osaka with the corner. There first. Thuram attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
Turan.
He could be in here. That is a decent hit! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
— 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Good ball over the top. Araujo. Suarez is onto it in a flash. Kubo. And the first half is done. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. There's the start of the second half. Now it's Hullet. Hullet gets through, and the shot! And it's in! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Driving on and making good progress. Platini, he has found the way through. Gnabry for Iniesta. Kubo. Can he latch on to this? Messi. Seedorf played with finesse. Araujo cuts it out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And here's Platini. Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary. Now it's Cruyff. Looks to clip it forward. Oh, that was vital.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Great chance! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Platini. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Neymar, and the shot! Oh, it's come loose.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Gerrard. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game. Shot a goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Thuram gets over and intercepts. Seedorf. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, that's a key interception. Neither side yet able to find the net. Neymar. David Villa. And the shot! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up...
Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Vieira picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Done delicately. It's a pretty loose pass. David Villa, expertly cut out. Oh no, this does not. David Villa! He scores! They have done it again! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Gullit.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
David Villa. Gerrard. Gerrard. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Gullit.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
And it's hoisted clear. This might spell danger. Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And here's Gullit. Rummenigge. He's quick to get it clear again. There will be a throw-in. Seedorf. That has been knocked clear. Cruyff. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's shifting through the gears, and the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi with the short one. That is lovely. Has a go! Against the crossbar. And more, and more, and more. And surely that settles it. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Spain find a position of real strength now. Threads one in. Oh, that's well spotted. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's there to get it away. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's Messi. He's found a way through. Hits one! No mistake! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
So, just the consolation, or is there a way back from here? Messi. No luck with that dink over the top. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que este estadio dispone de un circuito cerrado de televisión para garantizar su seguridad.
And we're off again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Neymar gets flagged offside. That's going to go a long way. Seedorf. Gerrard. Couldn't squeeze it through. That looks a good ball through. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. He's got the shot away! Spain have the chance to go the other way. Looking here to chip it through. No, he's just misjudged that one. Dida punts it upfield. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gets his pass away. Oh, shooting chance! It's in!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So now he'll try from distance. Well, that is one way to stop him. Pull it. Platini. And he'll shoot here! And he's there to belt it away. Messi. He can get that clear. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
あー、めんどくせえな、これだけ。最低引き分け持っていけたらいいね。
No, that was never going to make it. David Villa. And he's running through. Messi. He's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Platini. Platini going face to face with his great rival. He won't be happy with that one. Rummenigge. Cruyff, given the lift of his goal, floated through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Vieira. Pull it, now the finish! Great football, shot and save.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Messi. He's played him through. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Cruyff. Messi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Hullet. Thuram. And it's Thuram. Maldini. Strong running down that left flank. That'll be a throw.
キモすぎるわ、こいつ、マジで。2000円ぐらいのやつでマジで勝てんのに。
お疲れ様です。
お疲れちゃまちゃまちゃまちゃま。ミサネドベドいなくなっちゃったんだけど。ミサのコンビニ使えねえから。
Action has already started.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella, Suarez, I've always been a huge fan of, Peter. A complete forward of the modern era. I call him a hybrid between the traditional nine...
Luis Suarez! That's a half-decent try.
Suarez really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
いや、目の前の客が悪いです。
困っちゃうよな。知らねえ。ネドベドいないやんって。
Pullet looking to penetrate opposition lines. Ronaldinho, and he's managed to get free. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Roberto Carlos. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Saliba calmly anticipates. He's tried one! And that was probably asking just too much. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And he cuts out the supply. Nedved. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got the shot away! Just off target.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Messi. Bullet. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Platini. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chipped through. That's beautifully weighted. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty.
Thank you.
So a big chance now from 12 yards. This for the lead.
どこ蹴るどこ蹴るどこ蹴る
1-0. Never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Seedorf. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Ronaldinho.
Ah,
Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Luis Suarez. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Not the most accurate pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's a good ball out wide. Shapes to shoot. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Tomiyasu picks it up from the goal kick. Great ball if he can get there.
はあ、何お前それ。
And that'll be the final action of the first half.
矢端にの麻婆春
Both
雨
teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs, and the half-time score 1-0.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already... And Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Just eases him off the ball. Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, he's bustling through here. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho.
これ足伸びるのか
Confidence
ね。
about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
And here's Suarez. He's going for goal. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Neymar has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he
Yes,
thrives on.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pull it, and he's been shifted off it. Still just a single goal between the sides.
アクセルバースト。
Engages and forces him off the ball. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. And it's Nedved. Here's Vieira. Oh, Nedved! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Messi, el dorsal 9, Luis Suarez,
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
el dorsal 18, el
Now it's
dorsal
Eto'o.
12, serán
Has a look and
sustituidos
plays it
por
forward.
el dorsal 12,
Bellingham.
el dorsal 6,
Shifted it to the flank.
el dorsal 5, Hazard, el dorsal 8,
Excellent
el
challenge
dorsal
there,
14,
uncompromising.
cambio de jugadores.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
While this lead is beginning to look a little delicate, I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Hazard. Had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rodri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. That was travelling. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Up he goes! Oh, and that should have been two.
Eto'o was totally aware of how that chance could have impacted on the game, and that should have gone in.
Rodri. Bellingham, who needs just a moment to score a goal.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's looking to set free a runner. Messi.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Hazard. I think we're just about done here. Hazard.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And he's taking no chances there. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's gone forward. Hazard. He won't be happy with that one. And time is up. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I certainly enjoyed a really good show of collective effort, both in attack and defence, Peter. I think they had good numbers for the link-up play in attack and players willing to track back at all times. They were very good.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Messi! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he's being shifted off it. Azar. And here's the chance to counter. Azar. Rummenigge. Seedorf. Platini. Rummenigge. He's found a way through. Bergomi gets over and intercepts. Rummenigge. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And there's green grass ahead of him. There's the hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rodri gets it clear. Turan. No, that was never going to make it. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, easy pickings there. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Vieira. Rummenigge. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That's been cut out, well played. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Azar. The message is clear, none shall pass. That's really well manoeuvred. There's a searching pass. He's onside. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Hullet. Now it's Azar. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vieira. Good running, strong and purposeful. Neymar. Messi. And it's Seedorf. Bergomi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rummenigge. Hullet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a lovely, neat pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Hullet. Chance to shoot now.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Rummenigge. And it's Messi. He's found a way past. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. save. Now that was quite some save.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Messi with the short one.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Seedorf. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Tries a shot! Has another go!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just eases him off the ball. Rummenigge. Azar. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Reflections on the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. He's through and all alone! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Rummenigge. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
頑張ってください。
And it's
頑張
lofted
ってく
through
だ
here.
さい。
Played back in. Real chance!
ジョージ。
Platini. And here's Azar. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Some resolute defending there.
Yeah.
That looks a good ball through. He might be in here. Bullet!
ああ、いい
Cleared
な
without hesitation. And the shot!
頑張って
Certainly
く
not the
ださ
easiest
い。
of chances, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, he certainly hit it well enough. Still, very good technique, though. Something he's never short of.
Corner number 2 then.
俺だよ俺。おばあちゃん。急にお金が必要でさ、明日までに振り込んでほしいんだよね。
オレオレ詐欺やん。
They've played it short. Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net.
オレオレ詐欺。
A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
いや、打てよ。
So that's
今レート
two
何
now
ぼ
without reply.
いや、めっちゃもう下がってる。これ勝って1850ぐらいだと思う。1850もいかないから1840とかかな。
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pull it and pull it! Messi. Now, what about a counter
最
attack?
近やってなかった。
Seedorf. Rummenigge. Pull it. Pull it.
Bien.
Was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Great chance! And he was there to get a
キングは
vital touch.
やってないの
He。was well placed to deal with that.
やめてった。ちょっと飲み物だけ入れてこよう。今で1840だ。 氷作っただけですけど。
どんどん何やってたの？
氷作ったっつってんの。よいしょ。すぐマッチしたら D1 ですね、応援戦を。行っちゃったんだけど。あー、最悪。
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And it's Seedorf. Bullet, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive. Big chance, must be! Chance! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
今の奥使ったのは偉い
The invitation was
な。
clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Modric, Messi, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Luis Suarez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge. Seedorf. It's a pretty loose pass.
いやー、なんだ、そういう
Yeah, they
パ
were
スにな
looking
る
for
か
a
な。
counter-attack.
Quarter of an hour played. Played back in. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be into...
He's had a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Platini with the short one. Decent hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Platini. And here's Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Hullet. Seedorf. Pull it. Showing good feet. And here's Seedorf. Turns and goes back.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Great hit! And he's there to get it away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising. Rummenigge! Cleared without complication. He won't be happy with that one. Pull it. Header! Oh, it's fallen loose again. It's in. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as...
いや、マジ？マジか、今の。完璧やと思ったんだけど。
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And the finish! They've scored! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So all's Rummenigge! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
Footballing width usually identifies...
And the shot! What a wonderful
Yeah.
goal! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
And yes, it's him again. Can he put it away? Oh, that is really good tenacity. And this could be the final action of the first half. Messi goes short. And he's heaved it away. And the first half is done. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
9本も打ってんのに入んねえのか。
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's found a way through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Big header. And he hits the net. Again, we are level. What a contest.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
What a super header, dispatched
お
beautifully.
疲れ様です。
He makes those runs with
お疲れ
great
ちゃん。
stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
ガクガクなんですけど。
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
ティックが下手くそなんだ
Well,
な
the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
は
And here's Modric. Thuram.
Mission one has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Messi bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
だよ
That's
な
great positioning, so good from him.
なんやろ
I
な
think that's offside. Yes, it is.
おマチョーツー
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and
La
stopped it.
asistencia a este partido asciende a 98.004
Ernest.
espectadores.
Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Platini. And the counter is on. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
こいつやってんだろマジで
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up
いきなり
to it
ガクガクになった
have to be
ぜ
willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
あ
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the ball's a good one here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
いけた
Hoisted in. Nesta makes the interception. Vieira. Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come
これ
off.
マジこの試合重い
Played through
ガ
for
ク
the
ガ
wide
ク
man. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Modric with shapes to shoot. Oh, should have put that away.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Araujo gets it full it. And Seno! No mistake.
危ねえ今1個奥出したつもりだったけどよかった入っ
They
て
have their reward. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Rummenigge. There's the hit.
は
He should have put that one
あ
away.
何やっ
He's
て
really
んの
trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Vieira. And here's Azar.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's picked his way through. Lovely bit of skill. And that interception was most necessary. And it's Hullet. Very much into the last knockings. Hullet. He's got away. Hullet stood his ground strongly. And he's cut it out.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Hazard. He's got the shot.
うわーダリー
We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
いいよもうあと2分なんだよ変えなくてこういうやつ
No other outcome there.
もういっ
That
ちゃう
was
かんね
in the
必
corner.
殺技これで
Unstoppable.
そんなんやるんだったらお前怒ったからこっち必殺これるいっちゃうから悪いけど許さない
Messi.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination.
お前入れろって。
Now he wants to get
さすがにお前それは入れてくんないときついって。
While that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
はいビエラこらつた。はいビエラ。
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen.
いいよつ。
that will be it.
Thank you.
So the winners bullish and belligerent after a
あと
remarkable
一歩あれ
collective
ば
effort.
コレルがいりゃ
Behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
こういうこ
Thrilling,
となんです。
nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
マッチョは明日仕事なの。そういうことか。
今フェーズは初のディビ2で終わりそうです。
マジだよ。木曜日も仕事なの。
150上げる気力ないです。
150なんてすぐやろ、マッチョなら。この辺の数字って下げて数字って下げてのもう一生繰り返し。1850から60ぐらいの間を出た俺の苦手な5バック。
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game... That's it! Pullet might just make this. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Maldini clears. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Pullet. Oh, important interception. And it's Hullet. Hullet goes... And Hullet!
Open it.
Great effort, but no way through. Rower Reds with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Great hit! And the ball's come loose here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge looking to get on the end of this. Messi. Oh, he's seen that early. Used the certain six. Great chance!
Quick chance!
There is the breakthrough! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Nedved. Hullet. Messi. Very much a man of this moment. Rummenigge.
Rummenigge, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
髪の毛ブオーン
Carrying after that one.
髪の毛ブオ
Kyle
ーン。了解。
Nicely weighted ball. He's had a shot!
危ない。
Messi. Getting on for a third of the way through the game.
うわ
And it's Seedorf. Nedved. Oh, they can break here. And that is a little undercooked. Seedorf. Platini moves wide and looking to get onto this. Can he spark a counter here? Busquets. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Messi. Pullet looking to penetrate opposition lines. And they've got rid. And they're quick to get it back. Messi. Rummenigge. It's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Messi.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Messi. Nedved. Rummenigge. And it's Seedorf. And here's the chance to counter. Seedorf. It's a good spell of possession, this. Brilliantly cut out.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Messi goes short. And here's Platini. Messi. And that was very necessary. That's good running with the ball. Messi. Seedorf. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. He's one-on-one! Real chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Now, who's going to be first to this? He's cut it out. Rower Reds have the chance to go the other way. And it's Nedved.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Platini. Platini unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Great run on the overlap here. Vieira.
お疲れ様です絵文字。
お疲れちゃん。今日みんなお疲れ様ってくる。やばい、危ない。
Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
お、キャメさん、おつー。EJ、おつー。残念やったな。よかったのに。キャメさんよく最近モンハン配信してるやん。
2週連続オフライン大会でだいぶ楽しんできました絵文字。
でもやっぱゲームを理解してる。
ワイルズばっかりやってますね嬉し泣き。
ゲームを理解できる嫁じゃないと無理だよな。
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Vieira. He's found a way through. Shot a goal!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Some resolute defending there.
あとは子供がいない間にしかできないからな。
Your impression so far, Jim?
ゲーム見るのが好きなので、それができれば結構 OK ですね。絵文字メス。
Kyle Walker. Ernest.
でも自分の旦那がああいう場で
Always onto this.
できてるっていうのを考えたらすごいよな。
Oh, that's nice. Walker. Up he goes. Firm header.
他のゲームとかの規模に比べたらちっちゃいかもしれないけど、一応全国だしな。いいことやんけ。
So here comes the substitution. Oh, that's well done. Really robust.
佐賀国体も行きましたけど、オフライン大会行くと次も見に行きたくなりますよ。
そうなんだ。
That's what has to be done now. No question about it.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That'll be a corner.
もうどちらかというと俺もやる専門ながんな。
Number 3 coming up. Ronaldinho with the short one. There's the hit. It's in. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
Look, there just
あ
wasn't
る意
much
味
of
ああ
a
いう
gap
と
to
ころに
begin
出
with,
れ
and
る
to find it
実
after
力があるだ
that,
けす
it
げえ
was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about...
Romario!
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's looking for the runner here. Good play through for the wide man. Good read, needed to be. Has a look and place it forward. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Ronaldinho.
ベスト16ですからね。本人は前向きに捉えてるようなので、また応援してあげてください。絵文字メス。
That's just playing it safe and
す
simple.
ごいよな。
Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shots.
Well,
お
he
う
certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Bale. Deftly done. Cruyff.
俺もスミジェラぐらい強くなりてえけどな。なんなら一番最初に教わったのはスミジェラだけどな。
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Dinks one through. No luck with that dink over the top. Busquets. Good spot, he's seen the run. And here's Eto. He's shifting through the gears here. And that will be the final act.
よし。
What a satisfying performance.
とりあえず今日のいい人は
Determination
この辺にしようかしらね。
simply
髪の毛ブーンは終わったのか。と ぱ勝率に出てるもんな、ちゃんと勝ててんのが。
AI リビ3桁いけそうっすか？
無理だな。1900ぐらい多分いかんと安定して3桁無理そうやな。マチョ1900いってるんだけど、1900いってれば確実だと思うわ。俺1850ぐらいだからなんかもうやる気なくなっちゃってんだよな。 AI の方が強えんだもん。一回負けてからやってないな。あと51。こっちは4000円。こっちも3桁目指してたんだけどな。こっちはやっぱ1950ぐらいいかんときついかな。
2桁目指しますしょう。
2桁で2桁いくの？やるね。だからこんなに上げられる気しねえもんな。だから一時期ずーっといた俺が600位ぐらいがもうレート2000ぐらいの人たちだもんな。
AI リビやったことないんですがどうですか？
クソ強いっすよ AI がバカ強え。3桁だとやっぱ1750以上、1950以上。
めっちゃ強くなったって本当だったんですね絵文字。
お前ポテトチップス食べたら
食べてね。
ほらダメだよ。
しないの？
しないよ。
じゃあエペ誘われてるからエペ枠に変えますよ。まあ暇だったら来てください。バイバーイ。